Today's emerging technology and changes in our physical and social environments are allowing us to reimagine products and services. But these same forces are also disrupting businesses and industries and placing new responsibilities on governments. In fact, at the current rate of disruption, it's estimated that approximately half of today's large organizations will be replaced over the next 10 years. At the School of Accounting and Finance, we're not training what you might think of as the traditional accounting and financial professional. Instead, we're inspiring the next generation of leaders who will help drive change in all areas of society by redefining what it means to be an accounting and financial pro. At the SAF, we've done a lot of research looking at the accounting and finance professional of the future. We even formed a special committee of influencers and people in the know to help us. Here's what we know. Accounting and financial professionals of the future must be engaged in and committed to lifelong learning, socially responsible team players, entrepreneurially minded, data savvy and analytical, and capable of solving complex problems.
So then what will this accounting and financial professional of the future do, and what kind of complex problems are you talking about?
Well, not only are these professionals creating the next generation of accounting and financial services, but they'll have a seat at the table where an endless variety of major decisions are being made. It could be developing a solution to raise money to launch a promising new biotech startup, or it could be helping a major organization measure the impact of its social and human capital. Maybe it's working with the government on novel ways to tackle affordable housing problems. Or it could be deciding on which companies to invest in that will lead the Web 3.0 revolution. So I guess you could say, you'll be a future shaper.
And how will the AFM program help me shape the future?
Great question. Through our unique model of experiential education, you'll be ready to take on the future by connecting with your communities, learning to adapt, tackling real-world problems, and taking time to play. Best of all, you'll do it in a flexible way that allows you to design your own academic pathway and career entry strategy based on what you really care about. Let's look at how you'll connect with your communities. One of your first experiences in the AFM program will be connecting with your SAF crew. Now, crews are a social network that we use in your first and second year of the program to help support and create a healthy transition to university life and study at the University of Waterloo. It also helps develop your people skills and sense of social responsibility and introduces you to employers, gets you ready for co-op, and prepares you for all the professional choices you'll get to make in your third and fourth year of the program. Crews are also used to foster good two-way communication between the student body and faculty and staff within the school.
Crews are teams of 5 to 6 students who support each other. And these are your crewmates. Crewmates attend class together, they work on group assignments together, and they're also invited to a set of extracurricular activities every term. Crews have time set aside in their schedule to meet weekly to discuss their progress, and they also meet regularly with an upper year student who is their dedicated peer support learning champion. Crewmates also give each other feedback on their contribution to the development and the achievements of the crew. As students progress through the program, they really start to leverage the power of their SAF community. As an AFM student, you'll develop relationships with faculty as you start to really hone in on the areas of business that you're interested in. You'll have opportunities to connect with upper year student communities so that you can learn about the type of accounting and finance professional that other students want to become and learn about the pathways that they are taking to get there. You'll also have exposure to the Waterloo innovation ecosystem, which has produced the largest density of startups outside of Silicon Valley. You'll also have exposure to alumni and employer communities as you look for mentorship and start to test out your skills in the real world. As AFM students, we're counting on you to take the opportunity to also give back to the SAF community. You could be a peer support learning champion for first and second year students. You could take on a position of leadership within a student club that supports a cause that you're passionate about. You could support faculty by being a teaching assistant or a research assistant or even grading midterms.
Earlier I mentioned that you'll learn to adapt. By that we mean, as an accounting and financial professional of the future, you'll need to be adaptable, but you'll also need to help your clients or your organization be adaptable in the age of disruption. Now, your AFM academic experience will teach you how to do that in the areas that you're most interested in. First, you'll dive right into accounting and finance and start speaking the language of business right away. You'll also build and apply your ability to work on a team to collect and analyze data, to spot opportunities and solve problems. You'll also start to develop a unique awareness of business and society through the mindset of a socially responsible entrepreneur. Now, that doesn't mean you have to start your own business. It simply means that you'll start to think like a problem solver for organizations at any particular stage of their development. Now let's take a closer look at your academics. In your first and second year, you'll have common core courses in accounting, business and entrepreneurship, finance, data analytics, and you'll have one elective in your 2A term. In your third and fourth years, that's when you'll really start to see a lot of flexibility. In total, you'll have 13 electives. Out of those 13 electives, you can choose one or two out of the 6 possible career interest specializations. And it's through the combination of these career interest courses and your other elective courses that you'll start to define the accounting and finance professional that you want to be. No other university program in Canada brings together both accounting and finance and combines it with this level of cross-disciplinary study at the undergraduate level. Now here's Sarah with a description of each of those specializations.
Thanks, Callie. The first specialization is professional accountant. You will build on core studies in accounting and explore financial reporting, assurance, taxation, cost management, and performance management at a more advanced level. Then we have the entrepreneurial mindset specialization, where you will develop an understanding of opportunity identification and evaluation. You'll explore strategy, business planning and execution, customer experience design, marketing, sales, and leadership, all from a new venture perspective. The financial leadership specialization is designed to develop leadership expertise and competencies beyond degree-required courses. You'll be exposed to a broad variety of topics in finance and will gain skills in negotiation and leadership while also being exposed to sustainability concepts within a business setting. The financial market specialization allows you to build your own finance career pathway. It includes courses which cover the CFA program candidate body of knowledge if you're seeking the CFA designation. In the business analytics specialization, you'll use powerful analytical tools to describe situations, spot opportunities, and solve complex problems. You'll dive into descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics to learn how to manage, forecast, test, and optimize data in decision and policy making. Lastly, our sustainability specialization will have you building a foundation in environment issues and how they affect industries and businesses' decision and policy making. You'll dig deeper into capital markets, government policy, or corporate sustainability to better our world and business.
And how about employment experience? How do you incorporate that into your program?
You always have good questions. As you heard earlier, tackling real-world problems is an important way that you'll develop and practice the skills that you need to be a professional of the future. And as an AFM student, you'll do this through mandatory co-op work terms and a variety of extra and co-curricular opportunities. It all starts in first year. In first year, you'll start to learn about what accounting and finance professionals do and how they apply what they know in the real world. You'll even meet employers in first year. Then we'll help you articulate your skills, build your resume, and practice interviewing. Because before second year is done, you'll have your first 4-month paid co-op work experience. Now, this is an entry-level opportunity in the workforce, but trust me, it'll be valuable and you'll learn a lot. Then in your third and fourth year, you'll have the opportunity to tackle real-world problems in much more advanced ways with a lot of flexibility. You can take specialized experiential learning courses, such as Business Stages Consulting, the Student Investment Fund, or the Student Venture Fund. You could take on an international study trip. Or you can participate in a case competition at the School of Accounting and Finance or at another university. You'll take on 3 more 4-month work terms in years 3 and 4. And so you'll really get to see how your skills can be put to use in areas that you're interested in. You'll be able to work in the fall, the winter, or the spring, and that's important because different organizations have different kinds of work available throughout the year. By having exposure to real-world problems and situations, it'll help you figure out what you like, what you're good at, and how you want to launch your career.
We know that university studies can be both rewarding and challenging. That's why it's so important to manage your energy and take time to play. If you do, you'll keep your body and mind healthy so that you can stay on top of your game. That's why we've partnered with the Energy Project to get you thinking about and practicing energy management as a way to achieve maximum capacity to perform in all areas of student life and help you have a positive transition from high school to university.
You'll also be able to take advantage of all the health and wellness resources we have on campus. SAF has a dedicated success coach who is available to meet with students. You'll also have access to peer mentoring and support services, as well as counseling services and mental health workshops. You'll also have fun by joining social and personal interest clubs and even intramural sports. There are approximately 300 clubs on campus that cater to a diversity of student interests. They range from social clubs to religious clubs, as well as personal and professional interest-based clubs. Whether it's food, finance, solar cars, or social causes, there are countless opportunities for students to network with other students, get involved, and derive energy and motivation. Our hope is that you not only develop your professional network during your time at SAF, but that you'll also develop lasting friendships and invent both your personal and professional self.
By connecting with communities, learning to adapt, tackling real-world problems, and taking time to play, you'll have an educational experience like no other. By combining your core accounting, finance, and business courses together with your elective courses, your 4 co-op work terms, and all of your extra and co-curricular experiences, and by leveraging the power of your SAF community, you'll have designed a pathway that is uniquely yours. You'll be equipped with the knowledge, skills, and personal connections that you want because you've chosen your own path. Meanwhile, your passion for your work and your unique mindset will distinguish you and equip you to positively impact business and societal changes in ways that are important to you. And that's how you'll lead the change and shape the future. For more information on our program, university, and life at Waterloo, make sure you check out our interactive ebook at uwaterloo.ca/aspiringprofessionals/open house events. And if you have any questions, feel free to send us an email at afm@uwaterloo.ca.